Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 1, text number 46, which is the last verse of this chapter. Sanjay Uvacha Evam Yukta Arjuna Sangye Radobhasta Ubhavishad Visrijya Shasharam Chavam Shoga Samvigna Manasa, which means Evam Uktarjuna Sangye. Sangye means battlefield. On the battlefield, Arjuna told all those things, what we have been hearing from last 4 weeks. After speaking all those things, Radobhasta Ubhavishad means he sat on the chariot. Visrijya Shasharam Chavam. Visrijya means casting aside. So he cast aside Shasharam, his Gandiva bow and arrow. Chavam means also bow and arrow, the quiver. So he left on the side. Shoka, and he became so dejected. Shoka, completely. Here, Visarja means you need to understand that when you use something and you don't want that thing anymore, you try to just cast it off. So whether at home, any household articles, or even the worshipable deities. In Ganesh Chaturdashi, you guys make a special temporary temple and thereafter you cast him aside. It's called Visarjanam. So in that mode, he has given up his bow and arrow. Shoga Samvigna. Samvigna means he was completely overwhelmed with grief. Manasa in his mind. So here is the reason that they are all relatives. Now, I cannot fight with them anymore. I must have boasted, have spoken so many things against them. Now I am convinced. So I don't want to kill them all. So this was his mood. Now we have to understand that the fight was between the cousins. Two brothers, their children, both of them thought that they are the rightful heir for the kingdom. If there was no kingdom, also, even if it's a piece of land or property or gold or some money, the children just fight at home. And they don't care for how mother raised them or father raised them. They just fight among themselves to get their property. The same thing. Small people have small problems. Big people have big problems. So here also the same thing. These two guys were claiming that they are the rightful owner of the kingdom. Duryodhana claimed because his father was the king. Yudhishthir claimed because his father was coronated. But Dhritarashtra was not coronated. Dhritarashtra was appointed to rule in the absence of Yudhishthir's father Pandu. So therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj has the right because he is also older to Duryodhana. So these two brothers, when they came together, when they were children, even at the palace, there is controversy. It's not controversy, conspiracy. How to destroy the Pandavas. So they try to poison them. Not only individually, they tried to poison Bhima, they also tried to poison them when they were in the house of wax, were planning to burn them alive. So there also they were tried to be poisoned and killed. Thereafter they want to set the fire, because they knew if these guys do not die, it will be very difficult to set fire to this house. So they tried there. Then the cannibal were there in Ekachakra, and Bhima was facing him, and Bhima killed him after the duel. Then thereafter, Panjali's incident at the Kuru Empire, trying to disrobe her in front of the great generals, who all stood up or sat hanging their head. That was also a great offense. Then thereafter they were sent to the exile, and they spent a lot of time in the forest. And thereafter again they were trying to kill the last child of the Kuru, Parikshita Maharaj, while he was in the womb of the mother Uttara. So in that way, there were constant harassments and death threatening kind of incidents. But somehow or other, they were survived by the mercy of the Supreme. Therefore, Shastra says, Rake Krishna Mare Krishna Rakeke. If Krishna wants to give protection to someone, no one can kill that person. If Krishna withdraw the protection, even if you try your best to save that person will be killed. Sometimes the rich people become so puffed up and they become so distracted from the original cause, which is the spiritual cause. They think, because I have all this money, it will protect me. I can go to the Bridge Candy Jaslok hospital in Mumbai and I can get the best treatment. All these doctors who are foreigners, they can take care of me. This was the greatest illusion the rich people have. No matter how much they try to save themselves from all these diseases, if Krishna doesn't want, even the best medicine can be a poison, will be killed. So which means the money is not everything. It is the blessings of the Lord. A poor is also happy on his own world, and rich also may be happy on his own world. All these happinesses are simply relative happiness, right? Which I actually told several times. So these are not really called happiness. Happiness doesn't fade. So these are kinds of mental satisfaction by having the relative object in our life. For example, in your house, you may wish to have the best television, maybe 4, 5, 6 feet home theater, or maybe 10 by 10 home theater, and now you are happy. So this happiness is connected to your television. Because you have the television, you become happy. If the television is ruined, then you are not happy. Say in your house you have so much water coming. One day the water didn't come. You feel such an inconvenience, which means your convenience and happiness is dependent on something. These are the immediate examples. Similarly, we feel I will be or we will be happy by having that particular thing. I wish I could have a job. I wish I could love a girl. I wish I could do this. If I couldn't do it, then I become unhappy. So therefore, it doesn't give the complete happiness. The complete happiness comes when you unceasingly, incessantly render service to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the great sages in Naimisharanya, right? Naimisharanya is situated in UP. It is a wonderful forest for great meditation, fully spiritual atmosphere, and people go there. So 5,000 years ago, all these sages, though they were so much renounced and performing sacrifices, different yajnas, torturing their own body, giving so many different kinds of inconveniences, staying middle of the fire in the summer season, and entering into the water when there is winter. In that way, different types of austerities they perform to achieve the highest benediction from the Supreme Lord. And those people who are Atmaramas, self-sufficient, happy within themselves, still want to know what is the goal of human life, what we can actually do, the best thing for the Supreme Lord while we are in this human form. So they assign Suta Goswami, the son of Romaharshana, who was killed by Lord Balaram, because Romaharshana is some evil connection with some asuras. So Balaram, with a blade of grass, he just cut off his head. It's not a blade, but it's a grass. So he just removed his head. His son, is also a Brahmana, very high qualified, having all this knowledge. So they assigned him in Romaharshana's place. Romaharshana also was a great speaker of Puranas, but he didn't have any realization who is God and who is not God. Even though Balram was there, Krishna was there, he had no idea. So therefore Balram actually removed his life. Suta Goswami came in, because Suta Goswami is the son of a Brahmana, so representing the father. On the request of so many Brahmanas there to Lord Balaram, you have unnecessarily killed a Brahmana, you will have a Brahmahatya reactions. So, and also we need another person representing this personality. So Balaram said that you make his son in his place. So he was sitting there, and he was asked many questions by the sages. What is the supreme religion for this age of Kali Yuga? And we are facing all these problems and tragedies and many things, and Krishna is not on the planet anymore. This happened after Lord Krishna disappeared from this world. They began to ask questions. He said, Savai pumsam paro dharmo yado bhaktir adokshaje ahaituki apradihada yenatma suprasidadi. In order to completely satisfy the self, the soul, one has to engage in the service of the adokshaja. Adokshaja means one who is beyond the material senses and mind. So you cannot demand you want to see the Lordship. Shastra says Krishna is there. Based on that faith and developing some devotion and loyalty for that Supreme Lord, continue to render service to Him and chant the holy name. Make your lifestyle Krishna centered. So if Krishna is centered in your life, everything will be auspicious. Suta Goswami said, Savai pumsam parodharma. Parodharma, the supreme religion, is rendering devotion service to the Adokshaja. Which means that the service that you are rendering now, different companies, different offices, and you are getting a paycheck in the end of the month or maybe every 15 days, United States made every week now, your payment or their payment, and your payment once in a month, and you are eagerly waiting with so many debts. When the paycheck comes, so many cut-offs, so much taxes were taken, then you have to pay the GST, and so much money is drained away. This government is not giving any peace and harmony because they're simply snatching the money out of the citizens, which is true. So, all these things you are doing, you just divert that to the Supreme Lord. You work for Krishna. Krishna will take care. And not only that, you will be completely happy. He takes care of your material requirements and spiritual requirements as well. And in the end, He will give you the kingdom of God as well, not throw you back into the repeated birth and death. Therefore, it is called Parodharma. Savai pumsam parodharmo yado bhaktir adokshaje. Devotion to the Supreme Person is called parodharma. Supreme religion means none of this dharma will have any value here. In other words, these dharmas are bodily related dharmas. And we are not this body. In the end of life, we are going to quit this body in this world. So how is it possible that this bodily seva or extended bodily seva can be your dharma when you are not even this body? So this mistaken idea of dharma here, my wife, my child, my husband, who will take care of them, it become my duty, social responsibility, this responsibility, that responsibility, and you stay in that dungeon, keep being taunted by the opposite sex. You never want to give up that, and you want to continue to suffer, and you prefer that because of society will say something. But here, Parodharma, supreme religion, is serving the Supreme Lord. Like the king Yadu, he told his father, Yayadi, you are telling me to take your body and you want my body to you. In Dwapara Yuga, you can exchange the body by the blessings of the saintly person. Yayadi had an old body, Yadu had a young body. Yayadi wants to continue to enjoy. So he wants to have this young body. So he asked Yadu, please give me your body. I'll give you your body. After some time, I will return your body. You give me. It's just like a coat and shirts. I can wear your coat. You can wear my coat. It's like that. His body is just a jacket. So Yadu said, no, sir. You are my father. That is fine. But I want to use this young body in Krishna's service. I'm not going to give you. You might have given me this body, but I am not this body. I am a spirit soul. So I'm not going to give this jacket to you for your use. I will use this jacket in Krishna's service. Therefore, Lord Krishna adventured in his family. Therefore, they are called Yadavas. So, give up the attachment. Arjuna had so much bodily attachment. Therefore, Krishna is telling him, give up all these things and fight. And he says, no. And he dropped everything. So, for want of right spiritual knowledge, he did that. Now, the real spiritual knowledge, which speaks about only the real person within the body, is going to be starting from the chapter 2. So therefore, one has to understand, and Krishna is going to speak the Parodharma, the real meaning of Parodharma. Only after knowing who he is, then you render Parodharma. If he is an ordinary person, go and actually do his services, it's not Parodharma, right? Parodharma means one who owns everything and renders service to him. Everything is belong to him. That is called Parodharma. Not people who have given me this body, I am obligated. If you are obligated to them, then you engage them in the service. Or if they cannot engage in the service of the Lord, then you engage in the service of the Lord and liberate them. That also part of dharma. Anyway, we will continue. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.